welcome back to Factorio. I'm Hitman82 and this is episode 12. If you haven't seen the previous episodes, make sure you check those out first as we were operating in a linear fashion. So, it's been about a week since I recorded, so I actually had to watch back my other video, figure out where I am. My plan was to expand, or to process the oil. See, we've got oil coming up here. Unfortunately, when we look at my power grid, we are just not producing enough power. So unfortunately, we're going to have to expand that a little bit before I'm able to start working on the blue stuff. Now, one thing that we can do that's going to get us about 300 kilowatts is get rid of this radar. Now, since I last recorded, I've learned a little bit more about radars. For instance, this big square you see around here is fielded by the radar. So what I need to do is actually get, kind of one up in this corner and probably one down here where the oil is, to just kind of spread out the area that I can see. Now that doesn't prevent the spawning of the aliens as far as I know. I'm going to keep calling them aliens. Anyway, I don't think it prevents them from spawning, but what it will do is allow me to see it when it happens. So these use 300 kilowatts of energy. Well, each of these outputs, I forget how much. 510 kilowatts. So one of these uses almost as much power as one of these engines produces. So one way of getting around that, oh my gosh, this inventory is a mess. Oh, and I even have another radar in my inventory. I didn't even know that. Oh, let's see. So one thing we can do is get some solar panels, and 5 solar panels will produce enough power for a radar. And then what I can do is hook them up. I don't have batteries in it right now, but who cares? I can run the radars during the day, and for a portion of the morning and the night and the evening. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna get the radar off here, and hopefully that will be. Let me see, how much does this use? 210, 420 kilowatts for the oil refinery. So, yeesh. I can build a refinery, and then I'm gonna run out of power. So I guess maybe what I need to do is get the radar off here, and then I might have to set up some more steam. I don't really want to, but I may not have a choice. So here's one thing I can do. We're gonna do it this way. I'll do it this way, and what I can do is just set up so that this thing has its own power grid. Pop down a radar there. Stick this in. Boom. There we go. Self-powered radar. Excellent. Now, if I had a battery, I could stick it in too. And then I can place these around the map here and there. Well, obviously, you'd want some turrets and stuff. And the next thing you know, you got a mini base. But let's build 5 more of these if I can. I'll stick the other one down in this corner. Yeah, see how this box is moved up this way? So I'm going to put another one over in this corner. Or maybe even down here. Yeah, I'll put it down here. And then once that's done, I guess we're going to have to expand our power grid a little bit. Oh gosh, I really didn't want to build any more steam engines, but I don't think I have a choice. I don't have the batteries yet, and to get them I'm either going to have to shut down. Well, I guess I could let my, I think these use 60, so there's 600 worth right there, 600 kilowatts worth right there. I'll have to shut down my research until I get batteries, I guess. Gosh, so much juggling just because I don't want to pollute, but maybe I'm just stuck doing that. Yeah, I'll set one up, and that way I can show you kind of the optimal way to set up a steam generation system as well. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Sure, why not? So, I'm just waiting on these solar panels to finish. See, each one outputs 60 kilowatts. So one solar panel would actually run the one research lab. 2, technically, since if you had a battery with them, you could probably use 2 panels, and then that would produce enough surplus power during the day to run through the night. So that's kind of interesting. Okay, come on, hurry up. In the meantime, let's have a look. Oops, and I forgot to set my timer, so one moment while I do that. Gosh, what a derp. It's been one of those days. Now, here comes the solar panels, and I guess I'll place them right down here, because I don't really need this space for anything else right now. Yeah, that's what we'll do. And we'll do kind of the same setup, except that we're going across. And we're going to want one of these in here. And a radar-y thingy. Yeah, that's not going to do too much right now, is it? Oh, here comes the morning. And one more, and then we can move on to the next thing. Excellent. Okay, so when we look at this, you see now I've got a radar in both spots. There's still a big gap here. So technically I should get one in each corner of the base, but I can't afford it right now. But for now, that gets us a little bit extra, kind of a peek at what's going on out those two areas. I'm going to get hit from there as well. Kind of nice to see him coming, so I could put a radar here, but it's going to take a lot more time to produce it. And that would get me so I could see out to about here. So at least I'd see them coming and where they're coming from, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. Let's get, I believe I built the, there's the oil refinery. And our power production is at 4.6 megawatts. I don't know what the maximum is. We got 12. 12 times 5. Okay, so that's like 6 megawatts. So we actually do have some room to maneuver. I totally forgot that part of the math. So I haven't set one of these up like this before. Why don't we stick this over here like this, and then we can get rid of that one. There we go. And okay, let's move that up just a little bit. It gives me a little extra space here. And where's the oil? I thought I had a pipes here somewhere. Guess not. Here we go. There's the oil. And we need the power. More power. Yeah, right there's good enough. Alright, so now we can basic oil processing. So it's going to take the oil, 10 crude oil, for 5 seconds. Is that 5 seconds? I think so. And it will produce 4 petroleum, 3 light oil, and 3 heavy oil. And I don't know why I read that right to left, but anyway, the orange one is the heavy oil, the yellowy one is the light oil, and then the petroleum is the one that says the 4 there. Stop what I'm doing. I just did another level of inserter capacity there. So I can't do anything with blues right now. We could upgrade, or we could, you know what, let's get rid of some of these little things. Okay, so here's the oil refinery. The next step we need, I thought about using storage tanks, but honestly, we're not going to need them because we're going to run out of oil so quickly. Right, so our goal here is to produce batteries, which are here. They need sulfuric acid. How do we get sulfuric acid? From sulfur and water. How do we get sulfur? How do we get sulfur? Doesn't show here, but I believe that's a product of the chemical plant. So we're gonna put one over here. This one's gonna be sulfur probably. All right. So there we go. So that's going to make sulfur. So we're going to take petroleum and make it into sulfur. Whoops, and we're going to need water. Where are we going to get water? I'm obviously not planning this out very well, am I? Either way, I'm either going to have to pump the oil up here, pipe the oil up here, or pipe the water down. So I guess we'll pipe the water down. Okay, that's no big deal. We've got some underground pipes. Oh, and I'm going to need a water pump. Water pump, where are you? There you are. And just have a quickie look. Stop what I'm doing again. This research engine. I want to make a car soon. Doing okay on ammo. We should have lots of ammo in here by now. Yep, 178 rounds. Good, good. And oh my gosh, I already had a pump. So we want to place that down, and we're probably going to have to make some more pipes. I could do most of them underground though. there a way to some room in here? Fortunately, we don't need power to the pump, so that's a good thing. We'll get this and this down here. Whoops, that was too close. And down here, so you can actually just, whoops, I went sideways in the belt. But you can just hold down this, I'm not sure if I showed that last episode or not, but you can hold these down to just kind of run with them. Like so, just like the power lines. So we're going to want to get the water over to there. I don't want to, okay, we're going to end up crossing pipes, so we don't want to do that. Cross the streams and you get big explosion, right? So I'll do this. Here we go. Go away, autosave. I'm busy. Now we're going to do this. I can turn it and go this way. Oops. Stop what I'm doing again. Electric engine, yeah, why not? Go away, leave me alone. I wish I could set up Q, that would be neat. There, that's good enough, and of course I won't have enough pipes to do that, so I'll make a few more pipes. Oh, why can't I find this stuff? Go to practice. So we've almost got water here. There we go. Now we've got water, we've got petroleum. Is it producing petroleum gas yet? Oops, there we go. So this won't produce much petroleum before, what happens is when this gets full, see it's got 0 petroleum because it's all going to there. But the oils are building up and then you have to do something with them. Well, this is a pain. I need to do this. Is that going to allow me to get through there? Oh yeah, okay, there we go. Now I can run through. Alright, so that's going to need some power, so I'll get that in. Here we go. So we're going to obviously have to extract the sulfur. Alright, well before we get to that point we need to do something with these oils. Can I combine them? I'm a noob, can I say? I can say I'm a noob, just did. Why don't we'll leave a gap in there. And run pipes, we'll do that same little trick where so we can run through there. And that's the light oil. And it's already gone into it, so we need to make so if we make solid fuel we can use that instead of oil. I mean instead of coal for fuel. I think that's about all we can do right now. At some point we'll be able to crack the heavy oil into light oil and then go from light oil to petroleum, and you don't even need to make the solid fuel from it. But for now you're kind of stuck with it. So let's need to make another chemical plant. How are we doing on power here? 5 megawatts out of probably about 6 that I can produce. Yeah. Okay, we're still okay. For now. Anything coming at us? Nope. I'm expecting trouble down there though. Need to go on a great purge here one of these days. Go kill everything. Maybe we'll even do that today. I don't know yet. Alright, so we'll bring this out here. Down here. Stick this in like this. Nope, not going to be able to do that. Okay, so I won't be able to run through here. Who cares? That is so distracting. Which I think there's some way that you can just tell it'll go up here and just tell you when it's done and leave you alone. I guess in single player it doesn't really matter. Because you're see in multiplayer it doesn't pause the time anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Let's just stick this. Let me see, that's all covered here. I'm just trying to get a little bit better coverage in here. So we'll be extracting this stuff, so I'll need power here. Just like that. And we're gonna make more solid fuel. What a waste of oil. Oh well. And now we're gonna take this out this way, like so, onto a belt. Where we'll, I guess for now we're just gonna have to stick a chest down and put the stuff in there. Because what we're actually trying to do here, why don't I just put 2 chests down? Just do wooden chests. There. So for now, that'll keep us going, but obviously I'm going to have to do something about that pretty quickly. But that gets us so that we're using all the stuff out of the oil refinery, so it'll keep going. So we're trying to make sulfur, and so we'll have to extract that onto a belt, and then we will, let's see, how do you make the batteries? Where's the batteries? Sulfuric acid made in that. All right. So I need to make sulfuric acid. So I need another one of these. Chemical plant. Oh, 210 kilowatts. Power. Oh yeah, see this? Production, satisfaction. Okay, so yeah, I can't go any further on that right now. Let's do this. Chest down. Alright, so we'll just let those go for now. I'm critical in power, which means I have no choice. I have to make either, well, I can't make the batteries yet. I'm very close, but I can't make them yet, so I'm stuck with either make solar or make more steam. So I could just do like, I've got what, a dozen steam engines up there. I don't really want to add, see, you can go 14 boilers and 10 steam engines with 1 pump, which I could do, but that's quite a bit more pollution, especially in that one spot. So I guess I could put it down here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just get that done, and you know what, I'll switch them out as soon as I can. But for now, I'm kind of stuck. So we'll want the boilers over around. I want the boilers along here so I can run the coal along there, so that's easy enough to do. And then we'll stop doing it again, and yeah, make flammables, I don't care. Why don't I put something longer on and then I don't have to deal with that. So just make a little spot here for me to go through. And then I need a bunch of boilers. So they're made from stone furnaces, so that's good, it kind of uses them up. And I'm going to want 14 of those and 10 of these. Here we go. Okay, that'll take a minute. Okay, and I'm going to need a bunch more inserters. Hopefully I'm making inserters down here. Or is that part of... Nope, that was part of the blue production. Oh no, it isn't. Lose my mind. Well, I can't really pull them off the belt here because they're using them all. Alright, I'll have to make them by hand. And... oh, isn't that interesting? Don't have much metal iron going down the belt here. Yeah, need more iron. Bane of my existence. Okay, well, that's not getting enough ore. Do we have something stalled here? No. Yep, there we go. There we are, that's the problem right there. This one's out of ore. So we'll pop this one down and throw on a belt. At least I have enough belts. And some power. We'll use the little one for that. That's all we need. Okay. Alright, so we'll go back up and we've got our engines made. I needed to make some more inserters, so we'll make some more of those. Throw a belt along here, so we're going to be bringing the coal up along here. I need an underground belt for that. And we'll bring those up through here. That's actually getting pretty tedious, isn't it? There's nothing I can do about it. Well, I guess I could change it in the settings or something. There we go. That'll take a little bit longer. And those by. And this over. Oh, of course, there's a power line in the way. Okay, there we go. And that will sort that. So we can, I think we'll just redirect that now. So let's get our ground belt sorted. Isn't that something? I'm trying to produce blues, and yet again I get sidetracked. Erg. Okay, we'll just hoover this up. I think I got a chest of that somewhere to feed as a backup. There we go. And we'll run this and hoover all that up. I don't need that underground belt there anymore. Oh well, let's leave it for now. No, I won't. It's gonna bug me. Gotta change it. There you go. Okay, so now that has see the coals going by here. Now we just need to, oops, one too many. Now we need power. Getting low on those. My gosh, I'm just building so much stuff. You know, I really only need small poles for these. There we go, and medium pole just to link them. There we go. Oh, look at them. Nom 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 nom. So they're just heating the water now, they're not going to do anything. Alright, so now I need to put 10 of these things down. So I didn't really want to get them too far away, like, too far away from, like, the more pipes you put in, it seems like the less performance you get out of them. You know what? Now that I've looked at that, maybe I would be better off with medium poles along here, because will that reach across? No, it won't, so never mind. Oh, yes it will, if I do it from this side. I'm just looking to run power to the generators. What are they called? Engines, steam engines. Okay, so we can put one here, here, and that here. Well, we'll have to do 5 along here, so let's just, and we'll have them connected to that end. Oh, figures. Well, maybe we'll just have to do it a little differently. What are they squawking about it being out of power? Oh, there's no link there. We'll get it. Just chill, just chill. Wow. There you go. Settle down. Alright. So that's 8, and so we got 2 more. I guess they'll stick right here. And then some more pipes. So in this episode, we were supposed to be making all the oil stuff, and we ended up putting in more steam engines. Durr. Oh well. Oh well, we'll get them ripped out eventually. There we go. Oh, you dummy, you forgot to put power in, and now you probably can't reach those ones. Derp. Yes, I can. And there. Good, good. Alright, so now we're okay on power again. So this is 14 boilers. They're not all lit right now because you see our performance is only half. That's how much we're using. So once they all get going, it's 14 boilers and 10 steam engines to 1 pump. So as you can see, you do lose some of the water. It's at 9.3, see on the right, down from 10. So the more things, of course, you add, the more that drops. So if I remove one of these engines, it would probably go to 10. But this is about as efficient as you can get, I think. Alright, so let's see, that's our power sorted. Let's go have a look back down here again and see how much solid fuel we have. I don't want to use all my coal. You see all this coal here? We'll eventually be using that to combine the light oil and the coal to make petroleum. Is that right? I don't recall. It's either that or I use it for making plastic. Use coal. Well, you definitely use coal and the petroleum for making plastic. I'm not sure about using it to make the petroleum. I'm sure Trillian will tell me, because she did our setup on her. Got a little server game going. This the 2 of us playing on it, so works much better than multiplayer in the game. Okay, so there we have it. We've got sulfur. So next episode, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this sulfur and we're gonna make it into sulfuric acid, and then we're gonna have to get some iron plates and copper down here to make our batteries. And then once we have the batteries, we can make the accumulators, which are basically battery banks, which go with the solar panels. And then we can switch over to solar power and get rid of this big red cloud around us. So that's a plan that's not too far off. And of course, we'll also be making the blues. So thanks so much for joining me in for my Babel Fest here, and I will see you for the next Babel Fest. And tomorrow probably is when I'll release the next one. So join me for that, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.